A bank doesn't need you to go bankrupt. They just need you to stay short on money. Short enough to pay fees every month. Short enough to rely on high interest products. Short enough to stay trapped in the loop, work, pay, fall short. And there's a milestone where everything flips. Today I'm going to explain why $20 in savings can change your entire financial life. And why your bank doesn't want you to reach that number. Quick favor, if you're watching this because you're trying to get control of your money, hit like and comment 20k if you want the next video to show the exact step-by-step plan to reach it. Living with less than $20 saved means living in constant mental math. Every day you ask yourself exhausting questions. If I get gas, will I still have money for food? If I pay this bill now, will the other payment bounce? How many days until payday? And one unexpected expense is enough to turn everything into a crisis. Your car breaks down, crisis. One repair quote can make you sweat. A surprise medical bill, crisis. One call from the hospital and your stomach drops. Your fridge dies, full emergency. You look at the price of a new one, and your mind goes blank. One bad month and you slide straight into credit card debt. And that kind of debt sticks. It doesn't let go easily. Lose your job once, and the whole plan collapses. You watch your balance drain and you know you're running out of runway. One unlucky hit can drag you down for years. That's not living. That's surviving. Always tense, always afraid something will happen. And roughly 60% of Americans are living in exactly that state. But listen carefully. The biggest change isn't the number. It's the power to choose. Before $20, you make decisions in panic mode. What do I pay first so I don't get a penalty? What do I pay first so I don't get hit with fees? You don't choose what's best. You choose what hurts less. Do I cut food, or do I cut rent? Choices where both options are awful. And then you ask, where can I work extra to fill the gap? That's how you get pushed into the loop, work to pay. Over and over. But after $20, you start making decisions with logic. You have time. You have options. You have breathing room. You're not forced to pick between two terrible choices anymore. You can say no to a toxic job. You can negotiate your salary. You can switch jobs for something better. You can learn a new skill. You can invest in something that increases your income. And the moment you have options, the power balance shifts. Because money isn't just money. Money is leverage. Money is time. Money is permission to walk away. And banks don't like customers who can walk away. Now here's what banks don't like. Banks make the most money from one type of person. People who are always short. People who are always late. People who are always stressed. Let's break down how the system profits from scarcity. Number 1, overdraft fees. If your account dips below zero, banks charge a fee that can be bigger than the mistake itself. You're short by $5. Boom, $35 fee. You didn't mess up. You were just broke at the wrong moment. Number 2, credit card interest. When you're short, you don't pay the balance in full. You pay the minimum. And the interest doesn't just add up. It snowballs. It quietly eats your future. Number 3, consumer loans and financing. When you have no savings, every problem becomes a loan opportunity. Car repair, financing. Medical bill, payment plan. Emergency travel, loan. And the more urgent your situation is, the worse the terms get. Number 4, late fees and penalty rates. Miss a due date once and suddenly your interest rate jumps. Not because it costs them more, but because they can. And that's the pattern. The more desperate you are, the more expensive money becomes. Now here's the part most people don't understand. Banks don't hate you as a person. They don't wake up thinking, how can I ruin your life today? They hate something simpler. They hate when you become unprofitable. Because when you have $20 saved, you borrow less. You finance less out of desperation. You pay fewer fees. You get cut less by predatory interest. You stop being a fee machine. You stop being a high-interest customer. You become someone who can say No thanks. And that is terrifying to a business model built on scarcity. But wait. $20 doesn't make you rich. It doesn't turn you into a millionaire overnight. But it does something even more important. It makes you harder to knock down with one bad month. Before, one bad month could break you. Now it's just a bump. It turns emergencies into inconveniences. A broken car isn't the end of the world anymore. A medical bill isn't a fatal hit. A dead fridge doesn't destroy your life. It turns fear into control. You stop reacting in panic. You start looking at problems like someone who has a plan. Money stops controlling you. You stop being dragged around by lack. You become the person who can choose the road. For the first time, you actually have choices. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine your boss is toxic. They disrespect you. They overwork you. They treat you like you're disposable. When you have no savings, you can't leave. Not because you want to stay, but because you're trapped. You're thinking, if I quit, how do I pay rent next month? If I miss one paycheck, I'm done. So you stay. You tolerate it. And you lose your confidence slowly, week by week. But with $20 saved, you can walk away. You can breathe. You can search for a better job without panic. Same boss, same economy, different outcome. Because the money gave you time. And time gave you power. So why $20 specifically? Because for many people, $20 is roughly 4 to 6 months of basic expenses. And that's the magic zone. Not a starter emergency fund. A real one. A real emergency fund means you can handle most emergencies without debt. You can survive a job loss without immediately falling apart. You can absorb a surprise bill without lighting your future on fire. And once you stop needing debt to survive, everything changes. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Okay, cool, but I don't have $20. Not even close. Maybe I have $200. Good, then you're exactly who this video is for. Because the point is not the number. The point is the direction. And the fastest way to stay broke is to tell yourself, I'll start when it's easy. No. You start while it's hard. Here's a practical way to think about it. Stop asking, how do I save $20? Start asking, how do I build a system that saves automatically? Because when saving is optional, it disappears. When saving is automatic, it becomes inevitable. If you want a simple framework, here it is. Step 1. Pick a realistic number you can save weekly or monthly. Even $25 a week matters. That's $100 a month. That's $1.200 a year. And more importantly, it builds the habit. Step 2. Automate it. The day you get paid, money moves to savings immediately. Before you spend it. Before you, accidentally, use it. Step 3. Protect it from yourself. Put it in a separate account. No debit card attached. No easy taps. Step 4. Use extra money correctly. Tax refunds, bonuses, gifts. Don't let it vanish into random spending. Use it to speed up the goal. And if you want me to break this down into a step-by-step plan for different income levels, comment, plan, and I'll make that video next. Now let me ask you something. Where are you right now on this path? Under $1, $5, $10, or have you already hit $20? Comment your number below. Don't be ashamed, this isn't bragging, it's commitment. And if you're still in the surviving stage, I want you to hear this. You are not lazy. You are not stupid. You are not bad with money. You are operating under pressure. And pressure makes everyone worse. But once you build a buffer, you'll be shocked how fast your life improves. Not because you magically became smarter, but because you finally got room to breathe. Here's the takeaway. $20 isn't the finish line. But it's the point where the rules change. From surviving, to choosing. From being controlled, to being in control. From being a bank's fee and interest machine, to being someone they can't easily squeeze. If you made it this far, you're serious about changing your life. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because next, I'll break down 3 realistic ways to build a $20 emergency fund, even if you're in debt, and how to use it to increase your income, not just store money. I'll see you in the next video.